Hey guys, welcome to Computer Science Computer Science 350, lecture number 24. First off, I want to start with an update on the syllabus. I have updated the syllabus. First off, no extra credit will be added after the reading day. That's why if you guys want to get some extra credit, please do that before the reading day. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to manage all the emails, and I'm afraid I will not just have enough time to put extra credit to add it to your grade. That's number one. Number two, there will be a few logical thinking or math or probability or geometry problems available on the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. I have prepared 9 problems. They're all a lot of fun, but the first one will appear today. Hold on. Yeah, this one. So 2 candles problem. That'll be the first one. And I have already prepared 9. I have recorded the videos. I just need to create all the thumbnails and the description, all that stuff. But anyway, so you can solve any of them and present your solution to me, proving that you solved that yourself. Be ready to answer additional questions. Each one of them is worth a different amount of points. It really depends on the difficulty. This one, 2 candles problem, is probably the easiest one. It's worth 0.5% of extra credit. There are a couple of like 1%, 1.5, 2%. I think the biggest one was 3% extra credit. Yeah, so I will be able, you can solve any amount of them, of course, you can solve any of them. I will be able to add up to 5% of extra credit from this source of extra credit for solving those problems. Okay, so you can solve all of them, they'll be very cool, but I'll be able to give you only 5%. Okay, so if you solved one of them, please do not share your solutions with other students. Okay, hope it makes sense. Hope it makes sense. Yeah, so that's going to be the first one with the 2 candles, and then you will see more and more. I have already 9. I have already recorded 9. Anyway, today, what are we doing today? Today we will be having fun with Turing machines, exactly as you expected. Today I'm going to give you 2 examples of Turing machines. Okay. On Thursday we're going to have a quiz. What do you think the quiz will be about? It will be, of course, about Turing machines. Turing machines. Okay, number one, first problem. We need to create a Turing machine which accepts language, decides language, which contains, so it's going to be, I don't know how to say that. So it's going to be language L, which is a set of binary strings with equal number of zeros and ones. Okay, so set of all binary strings with the equal number of zeros and ones. So for example, if I have a string 1 0 1 0 1 0, it has 3 zeros, 3 ones. That's going to be accepted. If I have 1 1 1 0 0, that's not going to be accepted. If I have 1 1 1 and 4 zeros, that's not going to be accepted because it has 3 zeros, 3 ones and 4 zeros. Okay, so I guess you get the idea. If I have just 2 ones, that's not going to be accepted. If I have 2 zeros, that's not going to be accepted. So it's very similar, by the way, to 0 to the n, 1 to the n, apart from now they don't have to come in that order. They don't have to go like 0 0 0 0 and then 1 1 1 1. Okay. Of course 0 0 0 1 1 1 also should be accepted. Okay. So first off was the idea. You need to come up with a strategy. That's the first question. So how, like if they're written on the tape, how can you do that? The easiest way, of course, is to do the following. So for example, you found something, let's say this one, right? You cross it, okay, and then you go in, then you're searching for the end of the string, for the rest of the string for a 0. Okay, so you found a 0, you cross it as well. You go back, you start reading this string from left to right. Okay, you kind of go to see the first triangle, and then you start skipping all the x's. The first symbol you find, for example, 1. Okay, that means you need to find a matching 0. You go to the right, looking for that 0, found 0, cross that out. Now coming back, okay, see triangle, skipping all the x's, and just keep doing that. Okay, so I'm going to draw that for you. What I'm going to do, I'm going to So I'm going to mark the ones which so I'm going to mark all the symbols, no matter if it's 0 or 1. I'm going to mark with A, okay, so I'm going to write A there, and I'm going to write B for a matching symbol. For example, this one is matched with this 0, right, so I'm going to say B there, and so on. So for example, if I have like A here, in this case I immediately stopped it because there is no B. Same thing, I mark this as A, there is no B. Mark this as A, that's my B. Okay, mark this as A, that's my B. Okay, and so on and so forth. So I'm basically going to distinguish between the first occurrence and the second occurrence, between the symbol and the pair of that symbol. Okay, so let's draw that. Let's draw that. How's that gonna go? So I start somewhere, of course, right? That's going to be my first state, and then I basically need to go to two different states depending on the first symbol I see. Okay, so for example, if the first symbol I see is, let's say, what would that be? Like 1, right? So 1 XR, okay, and here I'm gonna go down if I see 0 XR. Okay, so I'll go to two different states. What do I do next? After I found 1, I basically need to skip all other symbols. Okay, so I'm gonna loop. So once I found my first, well, not X, hold on, no, not X, sorry, not X, but A and B. Okay, so 1A right, 0A right. Then here I'm going to be skipping. What am I going to be skipping? If the first symbol I saw was 1, right, for example A, then I need to be skipping all the 1s. Okay, so I'm going to have 1, 1, right. Okay. What else? So if let's say I found this 1, right, then I crossed that with 0, I came back to see a triangle, I came through that A, I found this 1, I replaced it with A, and then when I go right, I also need to be skipping B's. So I also need to be skipping BBR. Okay. Yeah. Same thing in the opposite with the opposite symbols over here. So for example, okay, so I'm gonna have a loop here. So I'll go down on what? So I saw 0. So the first symbol I saw was 0. I replaced it with A. I skip all the zeros, and I also, what else do I do? I skip all the zeros. I come back, let's say, right? So I cross the 0, the first 0 with the first one. I came back to see triangle. Then I'm moving to the right. I saw the 0, and then I need to skip all. I also need to skip B's. Yeah, I'm not going to come until come to see triangle. I'm going to come until I see an A actually. Yeah. So the first pair, the first symbol which has a pair. Okay, so I did that. So here the first symbol I saw was 1. Here I have 0. What do I do next? Okay, let's see. So I skip that. Well, okay, so I keep doing this until I see what? Until I see the first 0, right? So I'm basically going to have okay, so state somewhere here. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so once I see the first 0, I'm going to replace it with what? With B, and I'm gonna go left. Same thing over here, 1, B, left. Okay, so I saw the first 1, I skipped everything, first 0, I skipped everything else, and once I see 1, I replace it with B, and then I go left. Then here, what do I need to do? I need to be coming back in the tape until what? So skipping everything until I see an A, right? Yeah, until I see an A. So I need to have a loop here. Okay. So what am I skipping? I'm skipping, well, basically like 0 0 0 0 L 1 1 L, and I'm skipping all the B's, BBL. Okay. So I'm skipping all of them. And then once I see the first A, that's actually what I'm going to start the loop over. So once I see AAR, okay, I'm going to repeat this loop. Okay, perfect. Now, when do I finish? When do I finish? So again, let's imagine. So that's A, that's B. I'm coming until A. I see 1. I write A here. I'm coming until B, until I see 0. Write B here. Then I replace this one with A. Then this one with B. Okay, and that is a mistake. So I have one more A. Okay, so yeah, so here's what I should do. Here's what I should do. Once I see this B, I should come back over here until I see the first A, and the symbol which I should see should be B. Yeah, should be B. No, hold on. Okay, well, first off, if I see A for some reason, that's definitely a mistake. That's then I'm definitely going to reject. Okay, so if I see A here, for some reason I'm going to reject I don't know, S. Okay, so that's kind of a dead state, trap state. Now I'm going to have in transitions. What else? What else? When okay, so I see the first A, then I go through. I need to go through all the B's, by the way. Yeah, so I need to be able to loop through the B's, right? No, hold on. Do I need to go through the B's? Yeah, I should be able to. Yeah, right. Yeah. So I need to loop on all the B's. Okay. Okay. BBR. Okay. So BBR. I need to be able to loop on all the B's. Right. Then what do I do? Yeah, loop on all the B's. And then if the next, so if after all the B's, so I don't have any A's, I don't have any B's. If the symbol I see is triangle, right? And I'm located in that state. In this case, I just accept, right? So triangle, I'm gonna say T, right, for triangle. T S, okay, and I'm going to accept. In this case, TTS. Okay. Cool. What else? What else? I don't think that's it. I need to take care of all the situations where I need to reject. Okay. So when else? So in this case, for example, how would I reject? I see A, I see B. I replaced this one with A, this one with B, this one with A, this one with B, and then from this state, okay, the next symbol I see is 0, right? So I'll go over here, and if the next symbol I see is a triangle, then I reject, right? Perfect. Yes. Then I'm going to reject. Let's decrease the size. Yeah, perfect. Then I'm going to reject. So that's going to be what? Triangle S. Okay, and I'm going to reject. Same thing over here. So I saw 1, and then if I don't see anything else, then I'm going to reject. If I see 1, if I don't see anything else, yeah, then I'm going to reject. Okay, perfect. What else? Oh, by the way, hold on, I made a mistake. So here we should have a B. Here we should have a B. Okay, so it should be BBS. Okay, BBS. Yeah, so if I see B, immediately see B, that's a mistake. Yeah, and then I think the only one case is missing. The only case is missing is I'm thinking what else can happen? Is there anything else which may happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it looks like that's it. Looks like that's it. Hold on, but what happens? I think there should be transition from this state as well to this one, and from this one to this one. Yeah. So okay. So if the first symbol I see is 1, I replace it with A. Then I go to the right. Yeah, and then if I see a triangle, oh, okay, I have it. Perfect. Okay. But hold on, but what about this one? So if the yeah, okay, so the first symbol is 1, then I sweep, I ignore all the 1s, ignore all the B's, then I see the 0. Then I see the 0. Well, yeah, so I see the 0, then I go to the left, and then if for some, yeah, same thing. If I see a triangle for some reason, then I'm gonna reject. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So TTS. Yeah, sorry, is that messy? I hope the logic was understandable. But the most important thing, again, is to try to solve it for yourself. You don't have to stick to this solution. There are actually quite a few of them. But definitely make sure that you can take a couple of strings and you can run those strings against Turing machine. Your Turing machine or my Turing machine. Okay, hope it makes sense. So that is the first example. That's the first one. Second one, we need to have we need to accept a language, which is a set of all binary strings. Okay, so basically all binary strings. Okay, in the form of W omega W. Okay, so what does it mean? I actually saw a couple of students made a mistake there. So what does it mean? That means I have any binary string, and then I have pound sign, and then I have another, then I have the same binary string. So for example, if I have 101010 pound, then after that I need to have exact same 101010. If I have, for example, 101, then I need to have 101. So only that way. Okay, so 101 pound, 101 pound, 101. If I have, for example, 10 pound, 101, that's not going to be accepted. Why? Because the thing on the right is not equal to the thing on the left. Okay, so that's how it works. That's how it works. Okay, so what is the strategy? Let's come up with some kind of string. 110 pound 1110. Okay, so this one is probably a bit easier. The strategy is the following. Okay, so you need to see the first symbol. Let's say it's X, right? Mark that, and then you need to go until you see, kind of go right until you see the pound sign, and then you need to find the same symbol. Mark that as X. Go back, find that X, move one symbol to the right, whatever that is, mark that to X, then go right, skip the pound symbol, skip all the X's, find the first symbol, and it has to be 1. If it's 1, you cross it out. If it's 0, then you reject it, and so on and so forth. Okay. At the end, when you cross this 0, for example, then you cross this zeroed out as well, then you go back. If you see the cross and after which you see the pound sign, that means you're done. You just need to make sure that there are no other symbols on the right hand side, because it's possible that, for example, you have, I don't know, 110, pound 110, and then 1, for example, right? So the string on the right has more symbols than the string on the left. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So again, here that's where we start, right? Then, depending on which symbol we see, right? So let's see. Let's say, okay. So we either go top, down, or up. Okay. So let's say we go up if the first symbol we see is what? 0, right? So 0 XR. Okay. Here it's going to be 1 XR. Okay. Awesome. So what does it mean? That means we cross this 1. And what do we need to do next? We need to skip all the symbols until the pound sign. So in other words, we need to loop. Okay. So we need to loop on what? On 00R, 11R. Okay, same thing over here. No matter what you see next, you need to skip everything up until pound sign. What is it? 11R, 00R. Okay, and then you need to process the pound sign. You need to process the pound sign. How do you do that? Pound, R, right? Same thing here, pound, R. Okay, and then you locate it in these positions. What do you need to do? You also need to skip all the X's, right? Because it's possible that this one has already been crossed out. So you're looking for the pair for this one. In this case, you go until pound sign, you skip all the X's. By the way, if over here you see an X before the pound sign, you automatically reject. That's definitely true, right? So if, yeah, so over here, if you see an X, that means you need to reject. Okay, so XXR, and that's it, you're done. Okay, so over here you skip the pound sign, then you need to skip all the X's again. Okay, skip all the X's. XXR, and then the first symbol you see has to be the same symbol as over here. So for example, if the first symbol you saw was 0, then the first symbol you see after that should also be 0. It's important. So it has to be 0 like this. Okay, so it has to be what? It has to be 0. So 0, what do you do? Yeah, so it's 0, you swap it with X, right? And then you go left, and then here you have something but the opposite symbols, 1, X, left. Okay, yeah, so the first symbol you saw was 1, then you swap it with 1, then you're looking for 1. If the first symbol was 0, then you're looking for 0. If, of course, you saw 0 and then you see 1 here, that's going to be a mistake. That's going to be unacceptable. That's going to be unacceptable. Okay, so we need to reject. Although technically you don't really need to do that because, I mean, if there is no transition, that automatically means you hold, you reject. But still, let's do that. 1, I don't know, 1 R. 00R, but anyway, so this state is rejected. Moving on. So what if you're here? That means everything is fine. That means now you need to go back. So now you need to loop back, skipping the pound sign, right? So let's do, but it has to be 1 pound sign, right? But anyway, so 1 L, XXL, 00L, then there should be pound sign. The transition on the pound sign is what? Pound, L, and again you loop in on the same transition, on the same symbols. 1 1 L X X L 0 0 L. That's it. You're done. Right. Okay. Perfect. So you came back. No, hold on. No axis. No axis. Sorry. Yeah. So you can't skip axis anymore because here you come into X and you need to go back. You need to read the next symbol. So that's why it's going to be 1 1 L 0 0 L. Okay. Yeah. And once you see the first X, you basically repeat the loop. Each. Okay. You repeat the loop, so it's going to be X XR. Okay. So you basically see this X, cross that out, go to the next one. Yeah, and you repeat it. So when do you stop? When do you accept? You accept. Let's think about it. So for example, in this scenario, so I saw the first one, cross that out. So the first one, cross this one out. So the first one, cross that one out. So the 0, cross that one out. Okay. Then I came over here, I go back, and I see a pound sign. Okay, so I need to read this pound sign. Okay. That's too early. I cannot accept yet, and it's actually very important. So why I cannot accept yet? I cannot accept it because if I accept it now, it's possible that there is something over here, for example, 1, which I didn't catch, right? So if it has 1 1 1 0, pound sign 1 1 1 0 1. Okay, so this one is uncatchable in this case. So I cannot allow that to happen. That's why I read pound symbol, then I need to go to the right to the end of the string, and you need to make sure that all of them are X's. So what does it mean? I need to loop. On XXR, right? Yeah, and if the last symbol I see is a pound sign, not pound sign, sorry, but triangle. In this case, I accept. So like TTS, accept. Yeah, that's what it looks like. This one is easier to understand, I think. Okay, cool. Again, it's all about practice. I highly recommend reading the books. Highly recommend repeating these exercises. On Thursday, we're going to have a quiz. Wish you guys best of luck. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.